Press play.
Press Play Entertainment. We've got Rob Green in the building.
Hi.
I would say from Nottingham, but actually, are you from Nottingham or?
I am from Nottingham, yes, yeah. I went to uni in Leeds for the past 3 years.
Oh, okay.
So I've had a bit of a missing in action situation, but I'm back.
Okay.
Back in Nottingham.
In Nottingham. See, now we had you in your launch party thing that you did. Your single, you launched your single, weren't you, called Cardinal? Like, tell us a bit about that song.
Cardinal is a song that I wrote about a particular relationship, and I think a lot of people kind of have relationships where sometimes the person you're with brings out bad qualities in you, and you might get jealous, or you get really annoyed really easily, or they just irritate you, and you can't really figure out why they're so bad for you, but yet you keep going back.
Yeah.
And then I think you reach a realization that the reason they're so bad to you is because you're bringing out bad qualities in them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a sort of a deadly situation, if you like. And so from that came the lyrics and the kind of concept of the song.
Okay. And then your video as well. It's quite an interesting video. I actually liked it. It was quite funny. But yeah, what was the meanings behind all them? Was it just an idea of yourself, or was it?
No. The idea was actually sort of generated by the director, Jack Curtis, who's also part of Outlaw label, which I'm signed to.
Okay.
And basically, Jack looked at the lyrical content, and I sort of spoke to him about it. And in the opening section of Cardinal, the intro, I try and include the 7 deadly sins.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like, you make me angry.
Yeah.
Fill me with greed, and all the rest of it. And from that, he wanted to make the video about the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, okay.
And it works really well. And the thing that I like about the story is, the song kind of details the idea of you realizing that you're deadly as well as the person you're with. And in that story, we realize that the taxi driver is deadly, as are the people who are getting into the taxi. And it's nice. And the thing I like about it is that if you don't realize it's about the 7 deadly sins, the taxi driver looks like the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then when you realize that it is the other way around, he's the hero. And it's just I like the sort of the payoff and the way the story switches around.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people did. Very different, completely different to anything I've seen. So
thank you.
Definitely. But also, with your style of music, like, would you say you're more acoustic, or do you mind like producer-based tunes? Where they actually have the beat set there, and which one do you prefer?
I think I like to sort of instrument my own tracks to begin with. It's more of a control freak issue. I think that's what it is. I just like working from the ground. Yeah. And so I normally write with my guitar. I come up with sort of the chord progressions and the concept and sort of what I want to write about, and I write the track. And then what I do is I work with a lady called Christella Latras, and she's an instrumentalist and a songwriter in her own right. Mm-hmm. And we just meet up and sort of jam it out and see what kind of like motifs we can put on. A lot of the time I come with sort of a doo-wop in my head, like a whoa, oh, or like a da-da-da-da kind of thing. And from that we get like the vocal structure, and Stella brings harmonies, and I think together we kind of construct the final full version of the song. And so I think with every song that I write, there are loads of sort of different evolutions of it. Sometimes it's just me and the guitar, sometimes it's me and Giles, who I work with as a guitarist quite often, and then it builds on. Sometimes it can be a full band.
So like when you write your songs, like do you actually have a subject in your head before? Like you wake up in the morning, you go, actually I want to talk about swimming today.
Today I'm going to write a swimming tune.
A swimming tune, yeah. No, like, or do you like go with the mood of the tune, or?
I think it's different each time, but it's kind of a symbiotic thing. Like normally I'll reach one of them, like a lyric or a line. With Cardinal, I had the chord progression, the opening chord progression. I sort of made it up, and then I was like, oh, I really like that. And I was just kind of singing over it and just making up lyrics as I went along. And then when I got to the sort of the chorus section, as I was making it up, I finished it with "You're deadly," and then I was like, "Ooh,
that's
like
nice.
I like it." So and then I was like, and then as I was singing the verses, what I find normally happens is, as I'm jamming and sort of making it all, I'll start talking about something. It's normally something that's on my mind or like I'm remembering.
How you feel at the time.
Yeah. And then from that I'm like, oh yeah, actually that's a really good idea. Yeah, I want to write it about that moment or that thing. And so a lot of the songs come from truths and sort of true experiences. And
how long have you been doing this for? Like you seem really passionate about it. Like it's been something in your blood for like
I'm very
ages,
passionate about it.
Yeah.
I have been writing my own music for just about 3 years now. Now we're in 2012, 3 years. And I guess just before that I started teaching myself the guitar. And so as I've been learning the guitar, my songs have become
so you're
a bit...
self-taught on the guitar?
Yeah.
Taught yourself how
I
to
was
play
too
the
broke
guitar? Like...
to get a guitar teacher. So I just went online and went to a guitar chord site. I already had a guitar and just started learning it from that. And so I can play a lot of songs, but most of them are my own because I would try and learn a new song and then I'd hear a new chord and I'd be like, oh, that chord would go nicely with this one. And then, so every time I try and learn a song, I end up writing a new one instead.
Okay.
It's a good thing, but it's just like one day I need to just get some more covers under my belt, I think.
Okay, so a little birdie told me that you're also an actor, an aspiring actor as well.
Okay.
So, you was in Holby City?
I was, yes.
Tell us a bit about this Holby City role. Like,
Oh
what
gosh.
was going on?
I was in Holby City 8 years ago.
Wow.
So it was a while ago. I'm amazed you know. But yeah, it was a while ago. I was a character in it called Andrew Marshall, who was a Jehovah's Witness who needed a blood transfusion. And so the whole storyline kind of transpired around that. And then I've done sort of, I did a lot of acting when I was younger. I did a lot more plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did a couple of TV things, but like little light things. And and then basically when I went to uni, sort of music took over, and music had been happening all the time underneath.
Like underlying,
but I think up until I sort of started writing my own music, I was just singing all the time and acting whenever I could. So
would you ever go into the acting like properly, or would you just be like
I think it's one of those things.
Cheeky side thing?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a bit of a Fresh
you have
Prince
to do
of
acting
Bel-Air,
as well, by the
slide
way.
in and do a little thing over here. No. I would really like to kind of carry on acting. And actually, this past year I've been focusing so much on music, it's made me miss acting a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think, hopefully in the future, it's not something that I would ever cast aside. And I think I'm focusing on music at the moment because it's doing well and I'm really enjoying it. And I want to keep going with that.
Yeah.
But I've got so much energy all the time, so it'd be nice to kind of get. I've got room in my life for some acting, I think, still.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years' time from now then?
God. This is like a connections meeting, isn't it? So in 10 years' time, where do you want to be? In 10 years' time, which should be what?
Where would you love to be? Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
In 2022.
Because obviously when you're younger you think, oh yeah, when I'm older I want to be a dentist or something. Do you know what I mean? But like, what would
dentist.
you? That's like the first thing.
Because children love the dentist. I think.
But you know what I mean? Like, where do you see yourself? Like with a big house in Spain, or with big time singer with the.
I think
gold
in 10 years.
record?
10 years, hopefully, I see myself still working in music.
Yeah.
Hopefully acting and performing and touring and making albums and just
Making lots of money.
yeah, it's every boy's dream. So yeah, that would be great. That's what I want in 10 years' time.
Definitely, yeah.
And to have aged well.
And to have aged well.
Yeah.
Still look good. Still look good. It's always one. Okay, so this is the last bit of our interview now. We're gonna ask you to do something for us. Could you possibly, because we can't remember, what was the theme tune to Holby? Do you want me to start and then you come in?
Well,
I remember the beginning bit.
I can't remember at all, but go on.
Oh, ready. This is my rendition of the beginning bit. Dum dum ka, dum dum ka, dum dum ka, dum dum, and you come in.
I actually don't know. I think that's it. That's probably not even it. That might be Casualty or something.
I think that's how good it is. Yeah, that was pretty good. High five. That was good. You did a good rendition.
If is watching, I'm very sorry. Maybe they should take us some. Yeah, we should be the new theme song.
Yeah, definitely. Dum dum. Dum dum. Yeah, I'll stop. Okay, that's it. That's Razor Press for Entertainment. Rob Green. Thank you. Peace.
Bye. No, but I'm the one getting interviewed. I look frumpy as fuck. Right, there we go. I need some lipstick or something.
Yeah, so but I'd try some lipstick today. No, I'm joking. No, yeah. So you ready? Alright, ready?
We're rolling.
We'll go.
We're ready to go.